for this sleek and modern bachelor bedroom transformation, a whole entire makeover that is sure to please. Sleek layers, bold comfort, and real design decisions. Let's get right into it. The overall look of the space. First thing you notice is the ceiling height, 10 feet, really adds the volume and architectural interest to the wall. Light color is very soft. For now, we're keeping it just the same. In a new build, sometimes it's important to live in a space before making changes. He's comfortable with that actual decision at this stage. The window wall runs all the way up and along the entire wall, as you can see here, flooding the room with all the beautiful natural light. The long wall really emphasizes the scale of the room, but for now, it's missing the layers, as you can see, that makes a bedroom feel totally complete. And this, as you can see, is a true blank slate. He definitely enjoys the color, so while the foundation stays light and neutral, the plan is to bring in the personality through all the furnishings, the textiles, the texture, all of the finishings. Everything this room needs to feel warm, the depth and the intention will be added thoughtfully as I continue to design and build it all from the ground up. Then, of course, the design process begins. I created a full design color story for the space, and once it was approved, we moved forward. He chose a handsome upholstered bed to anchor the entire room in a rich olive green color that immediately commands the space without overpowering it. To keep the room light and balanced, black will be used subtly, just enough to add contrast. From there, it's on to all of the fun parts, selecting the fabrics, artwork, and the details that bring the entire design to life. I'm using the rich, earthy tones, which you'll see reflected throughout the design palette that I've created. The artwork has been selected, lighting is confirmed, and instead of a traditional nightstands, using soft gold floor lamps beside the bed. They bring in the warmth, create that moody ambient glow in the evening. Definitely still function beautifully for reading. Every choice here is going to be intentional, layered, and aligned with the overall feel of the room. Doing some extra shopping for my client's home, and I'm here in Home Goods, and I needed to pick up some curtain rods. These are absolutely gorgeous. I know that music is loud. Hopefully I won't get a strike, but these are Ralph Lauren. They are very, very gorgeous. They are absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. I love them. They will go just perfectly in the space because it's for a bachelor, a man's house. So I am looking forward to sharing all of this content with you all. Bye. Just inside the room against the back wall sits the bench from the design board, the one that gave me the blues. And boy, did it give me the blues. Ordered 3 times, each one came in wrong. I tried sourcing others, but nothing matched for him. He really liked the first one. Finally, the right one came in on the last. Solid wood, steel legs, clean, strong, and worth the wait. A simple place for him to sit and get himself together before stepping out for the day. This wall needed storage, something that was substantial but definitely not bulky. A dresser felt too expected, so I went taller to match the height of the mounted TV. I made several sourcing trips and finally found the perfect piece. Solid black felt too heavy for the room. He prefers color, so I leaned into a soft gray black that keeps things grounded but still airy. Every space needs a touch of life, faux or fresh. For this room, I went with a faux tree, and I found a large pot that gave it the grounded presence it definitely needed. This space was calling for something reflective. Back to that entry wall once again. Light was already dancing off the walls, and the mirrors felt like the right answer to open it up even more. So I chose 2 modern black abstract mirrors, but instead of the usual vertical hang, I tilted them on the diagonal. Not that this room needed any more interest, but hey, why the heck not? Then on to hanging the draperies, I chose a rich golden brown drapery to ground the room with warmth. Then came the area rug, layered after the bed was installed. And let me tell you, this was an affair on its own, but the impact worth every bit of the work. What you will notice throughout the home in upcoming videos, the color palette flows from room to room. Not matchy-matchy, but just enough to make it cohesive. And this artwork ties into that beautiful. So stay tuned. You won't want to miss a single episode. Beginning the bed refresh with clean, inviting linens, followed by fresh pillowcases that bring in a new energy to the space. Thoughtful layers like these have a quiet way of transforming a room, especially once you get under those covers. For the bed, I chose a rich, deep green instead of black, still grounding, but softer and more open. The blanket definitely adds that beautiful texture, giving it a shaded effect that adds depth without feeling heavy on the eye, and want to keep it light. I layered in varying shades of green to create movement and subtle interest. Then I added a lighter throw to reflect the light from the wall color, and it keeps things again light and fresh. Came the pillows. Handmade by me, of course, Chanel. Link in the description box down below. The abstract black and white ties perfectly with the stone vase nearby, picking up those room tones and adding just enough contrast. A sage glass vase with dry florals bring in a hint of softness, and just like that, it all comes together. So stay tuned in for the full reveal. Lastly, but definitely not least, as always, I want to extend a sincere thank you to my homeowner client for trusting me to design his new spaces. It's never something I take lightly, being invited into anyone's home. Their personal environment is always an honor. Every detail is approached with intention, and I'm truly grateful for each and every opportunity, especially this one.